Hello and welcome back to No Bullshit. Today we're taking a look at a video from Vice called Raised Without Gender. Let's check it out.
Förra somras så kom det liksom jättemånga barn och liksom bara sa till mig, är du kille eller tjej? Är du kille eller tjej? Svarade liksom ingenting. Sen så svarade jag.
Yeah, that's not confusing. Hey kid, are you a boy or a girl? No, I'm both. Wait, I'm neither. No, wait again. I'm a puppy dog. Wait, no, I'm Spider-Man. By the way, this kid looks like a girl to me, but I have a strong feeling he's not. More like raised without rational parents. There, I fixed that for you.
Sweden is the most forward-thinking country in the world when it comes to questioning gender.
I love how these idiots think they're forward-thinking and progressive. Like this is going to be the future, guys. Sweden is the future. Sweden, where everyone is trans, non-gender binary whack jobs, who are also slowly letting Muslims take over. If Sweden is the future of society, then I don't want to progress. I'd rather go back in time, in fact. Remember the 80s, guys? Remember Reagan?
Wait.
Remember feeling safe? Remember no I'm safe? Remember Reagan? Oh, I remember. Ooh, remember.
I'm starting to think the Memberberries had a pretty good point there.
The gender-neutral pronoun hen is now commonly used by most Swedes, and government-funded gender-neutral kindergartens often spark controversy in the foreign press. With recent victories for the trans rights movement, and more young people defining something other than male and female than ever before.
Yeah, well, Sweden is getting pushback on this because it's pretty fucked up. You're brainwashing children into being liberal, gender-binary weirdos. There's no getting around that. The only reason kids grow up like this is because their parents and school make them that way.
I'm curious to find out what it's like to grow up without the gender binary.
So I've just arrived in Örebro in Sweden. I'm about to go meet a family who are attempting to bring up their kids free from all gender norms.
Here we got the cool hipster Vice reporter, wearing a stocking cap like she's one of the wet bandits from Home Alone. You're not Tim Pool, lady. Wear something presentable. This is your fucking job.
Hello, Amelia, nice to meet you. How are you?
I can go.
This is Nico.
Hello.
This is Margareta, and
nice
this
to meet
is
you.
Mika. Margareta is my partner's mother.
And where's your partner?
At work.
Okay.
Yeah, somebody's got to bring home the veggie bacon. So this is our humble abode.
I love the artwork.
Jesus, what the fuck am I looking at here? We got a creepy tranny she-male with a skirt, a bald head, a hoodie, and gross facial hair. Well done. And don't think I didn't notice that they're vegans too. That veggie bacon line was a dead giveaway. So not only are they indoctrinating their kids to be trans, non-binary weirdos, they're also teaching them to be vegan, animal-loving assholes. I think we may have some future nominees for Parents of the Year right here. Fucking Sweden.
Mama, is that your partner?
Yeah, my partner goes by Matilda and Matt, but is also the one who gave birth.
Okay.
And I'm Mapa. It's just what felt right to me, because I'm intersex. I was born with characteristics of both male and female.
Looks like a female to me, but you go ahead and do you, you creeper. Put on all the fake facial hair and eyeliner you want. All I ask is that you at least try and raise your kids normal. They don't deserve to be brought up non-binary and confused like you did. I mean, what are the odds that two trans women, people, or hens, or whatever you want to be called, I'll go with hen since that's what they were saying they use in Sweden. When in Rome, right? So what do you guys think the odds are that these two hens would also have two tranny non-binary kids? I'll give you a hint. It's very fucking low. Like less than 1% odds that would happen. I mean, less than 1% of the population is transgender, so the odds that one of those trans people actually has a kid who is inherently trans too is next to none. But nowadays that percentage is going up because crazy parents like this are raising their kids without genders and shit. So it's not happening because it's in their nature. It's happening because kids of liberal psychos like this are brainwashing their children, and it's kind of hip to be trans now.
Even though my body didn't develop along more masculine lines until puberty. And so, yeah, my partner is not trans, strictly trans, but we share the same values, that gendering is harmful.
Gendering is harmful now? What? I don't see how looking at a newborn baby's privates and identifying whether they're male or female is harmful. That's just calling a spade, lady, or manly, or hen, or whatever.
Dell is an American photographer who moved to Sweden for love. Their work has, for over 3 decades, focused on queer identities and challenging gender norms.
And how old is Nico?
Nico's 2.5.
And Mika is?
Almost 5.5.
Mika and Nico were both assigned male at birth, but in this family, the sex you were born with does not dictate your gender identity.
I personally don't see the difference between gender and sexual identity. I just see boys and girls. And now, a lot of trannies too. But the question people should be asking is this the chicken or the egg in regards to gender? Meaning, are gender roles made up to make kids act a certain way that's in line with their sex? Or do the sexes act in certain ways that has led to defining the gender roles that way? Personally, I think it's the latter. I don't think men grow up to like superheroes and sports because they were told to by society. I think that's just the male's natural inclinations. And over time, society has recognized that and catered to men and women accordingly.
We don't gender toys, we don't gender colors, so whatever they're interested in.
It's like they can just play with whatever toys they want, and you would never dictate what those toys were?
No, absolutely not. So they both have a lot of cars, and they both have dolls.
You see, this toy thing is exactly what I was talking about. Boys don't pick cars and toy guns because they're told to. That's just what boys are more likely to like, and that's why companies market it to them. When I was a kid, my straight parents weren't gendering toys to make me and my sister fall into certain roles. No, I picked Ninja Turtles because that's what I liked, and my sister picked Barbies because that's what she liked. I really think these trans parents are looking way too far into the whole gender thing for their kids. That's the real problem here. These trannies have been focusing on gender their whole lives. That's all they think or talk about or take pictures about. They're the ones obsessed with gender, not society.
We use he for them. Sometimes it's mixed. And it depends, because in Sweden we have hen, the gender-neutral pronoun in Swedish. I think Mika has always said when I've asked, it's been she or hen.
Confused about what pronoun to use, I decide to call Mika and Nico by their names.
Even the reporter who's trying to be as PC as possible, she can't get around the fact that this is confusing as shit. And she's an adult. Imagine how confused these poor kids are. They don't even know what fucking gender they are. I'm afraid their futures in society are not looking too promising.
To avoid the B word and the G word, changing pronouns in books. Instead of it always being mama, we say mama and mapa. What's the matter, sweetie? Ask mapa. It's so dark.
I'll admit he seems like a decent enough parent when he's in action with the kids. It's just this whole non-gender thing is misguided at best, and harmful for these kids and their development at worst. Changing pronouns in books? When does this shit end? At some point these kids are gonna need to see how things really are in the real world.
When I first arrived, it didn't feel that strange that the kids were wearing dresses and stuff, because kids are kids, and kids like to play dressed up. And they are smart, funny, joyous kids to be around.
Another thing worth noting is these kids are both boys who are virtually being raised to be girls. I mean, they say it's a non-gender, non-binary thing, but let's be honest, this is an anti-male thing. Both parents are trans lesbian things. Sure, the ma-pa has a little facial hair, but he's wearing a fucking dress below it. Just seems like this is as much anti-male as it is about being non-binary. And on a further note, these two boys have little to no chance of growing up to be regular guys. They're being raised with long hair and dresses and shit. Even if they try to be normal dudes when they get older, they're gonna have all these weird, creepy, gender binary memories to combat with. I really feel bad for them.
Do you want to wear this one or this one? You want this one. Okay, we're gonna go with the red and black theme today then.
Again, it really seems like they're pushing the female options more. Like, I get what they're going for. They're pitching this idea that they're giving the kids both options, but in reality, they have way more dresses and girl shit. It really seems more and more like it's anti-male. I wonder how this would have played out if their kids were born female.
I wonder what the other children make of Mika's gender expression.
Hey, how would you describe Mika?
Hen.
What is hen?
När man har långt hår. En kille hos sig.
Well, good thing these hens are in Sweden with loads of other horrible parents raising genderless kids. Because if these kids went to an American school all dressed like that, they would get laughed out of the playground. I feel bad, but it's true. And you know what? I'm not for bullying, but sometimes kids need a good kick in the ass. Helps them see how the world really is. And those transgender parents can't coddle them forever.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
I want to be a builder.
A builder?
Yeah.
What do you want to build?
Oh, he wants to be building houses one day. Not bad. Sounds like he still has a chance of growing up into a real man, because we all know women don't build shit.
The Swedish government school plan forbids enforcing gender stereotypes and has done since 1998.
Förskolan ska motverka traditionella könsmönster och könsroller. Flickor och pojkar ska i förskolan ha samma möjligheter att pröva och utveckla förmågor och intressen utan begränsningar utifrån stereotypa könsroller. Så där står det klart och tydligt att vi måste arbeta.
This just all sounds so wrong and misguided to me. Damn, schools in Sweden are fucked. They're like trying to be anti-gender just cause they want a virtue signal. Like they're saving the world by calling kids hens instead of he and she. Fucking ridiculous. All you're doing is confusing kids and raising your men to be pussified, gender-fluid betas. If anybody's thinking about invading or taking over Sweden, the next few years would be the perfect time. Oh wait, Muslims have already been invading and setting up their own Sharia-run neighborhoods for years. Well, now I can see why they started in a country like Sweden. They're pushovers who have neutered all their men.
And what does this say?
Det här är supermjuka hjältar. Vad säger jag? Ja, men superhjältar, de kan vara som vanliga människor. Spider-Man måste också gå på toaletten.
Batman dansar ballett.
Med lilla bebisen.
So these pictures are basically breaking down the boundaries as different stereotypes. This is like a soft father figure.
Precis.
Okay, that's it. I'm calling it. This non-binary gender-fluid shit is just a ruse. What we're really dealing with here is anti-male propaganda. All these pictures are doing is feminizing men. The girls generally look the same and are complimented even, but men and masculine things are shunned. It's a fucking red herring, guys. Non-binary is really just anti-male, just like how diversity is really anti-white. It's the same kind of bullshit liberal tactic on another front.
More often, pink is for girls and blue is for boys. When we call a boy cool and strong, and to girls we more often say that they should be helpful, nice, cute, and we have different expectations.
Well, first of all, I don't agree with your split of boys and girls there, but it is interesting to see how you see it. This lady is the founder of these bullshit non-gender schools because she was upset that boys are thought of as cool and strong, forgetting the fact that boys are in fact stronger than girls, but the cool part is very telling. She sees boys as cool and girls as helpful servant types.
We take away this border and we don't separate it in boyish and girlish. We give the whole life spectra to everyone. So we are not limiting, we are just adding. We are not changing the children, we are changing our own thoughts.
So this whole thing of breaking down the genders is again to knock boys down a peg, and in turn propping up the girls more and more, pretty much proving my theory that this is all an elaborate anti-male movement disguised as a gender fluid one. In the end, this is just weird, misguided parents projecting their confusion about gender onto their kids. They're not the worst parents in the world, but they're certainly not doing their kids any favors. It's also pretty apparent that overall, this is a sort of anti-male movement in Sweden. Male attributes are shunned and often passed over to girls. Masculinity is toxic while femininity is championed. It really is sad to see Sweden go further and further down this rabbit hole of progressivism. They're the embodiment of the regressive left in Europe, and that's why they're falling apart. The Muslim invasion appears to only be the tip of the iceberg for Sweden's problems. In another 10 years, the country will be more than half Muslim, and the other half are going to be these pussified, genderless freak shows who don't look like they can win a fight to save their lives. And you better believe the Muslims can fight. They're not going to buy into this gender binary make all men betas crap. Their men are manly and they're fighters. I'll give them that. I just wish more Westerners would stand up and not be afraid to be men too. What do you guys think? Is raising kids without gender appropriate? Is this gender fluid crap just a ruse to emasculate men? What does the future hold for Swedenistan? Comment below, and thanks for watching No Bullshit. See y'all next time. And don't forget, this show is funded and supported by viewers like you. Like, comment, and subscribe for new videos every week. Hit that bell button below to get email notifications of our new uploads. We also have merchandise such as shirts, sweaters, stickers, and coffee mugs in our Teespring store. Join our Patreon to support monthly for as low as $1. You can get bonus videos and all kinds of cool stuff. There's also Amazon affiliate links and all of our other links in the description below. Thanks again for watching and supporting. One more thing, I want to give a special thanks to these amazing Patreon supporters. You guys are the best. You guys went above and beyond the rest, and I love you so much for it. If anyone else wants to donate or join our Patreon crew, link in the description. We're going to be setting up more videos and live streams very soon. Thanks again.
They wanted to know if they should call you hon, han, eller hen. Han?
Hen. Hen.
Hen. You want them to call you hen?
Like, yes.
Like me? Okay.